Okay guys, in this video, I'm getting the truck all warmed up and we're gonna head to Parkland with my four-wheelers. We're gonna be doing some electrical tests on them, like the Honda. Pretty sure it has a bad solenoid or a bad starter, so we're gonna be testing that, figuring that out. Then along with my other red and white four-wheel has a bad starter, so we can remove the starter and put it on a bench and test it. And then my zero turn on the end has a wiring issue, so it doesn't turn the motor, so we can try and mess with that too. But the main video is going to be trying to get this yellow four-wheeler diagnosed. So yeah, let's go to Parkland. Just got to Parkland, pulling around to the backside because it is raining like crazy.
Oh my god!
And we got Axel.
Oh my god!
Michael's chilling back there. But yeah, we're gonna pull it in so it can dry off a little. Just kidding. You're not gonna see us inside Parkland with the four-wheeler because I did a poor job of filming in there. There was a lot of people. We were just trying to get some work done. So let me show you what we did at Parkland. At Parkland, we used our DVOM. We set it to voltage DC right there. And then all we did was we got our leads. Let me get those real quick. Okay, now that I got my leads right here, what you want to do is pull back your grommet. First, test your battery. That's a simple test. So, as you can see, we got 11.6, so that's good. Then leave your negative on there, and we're going to go to our solenoid, which is right over here. And we want to check the lead wire from the battery to the solenoid. So I'll place it right here on the solenoid on the positive side, and as you can see we got 12 over there. Show the DVM in. We got 12 volts basically, same as our reading from the battery. If I place it back over here on the battery, we have 11.5 still. So now that we know the lead wire from the positive to the positive on the solenoid is good, we can move on to then testing our solenoid. So what you're going to do here is, I like to just place the positive lead on then the other side of the solenoid, which heads to the starter. I'm trying to hide this grommet so you guys can see. You guys get the point right there. You got your lead right there, and you got your negative, and then Dad, could you hit the start button and watch the DVOM meter. So watch the DVOM, hold it down. So we got 11.4. So the solenoid is working and activating the switch. Let's move down to then the starter. So we're gonna leave our negative on the battery. We're gonna go to the main lead on the starter to see if the starter's getting power. So you can just, the starter is right down here below the air box. But for you guys, I'm gonna leave you up by the DVOM so you can see it flick. The four-wheeler does run because it has a pull start on it, as you guys will see later. But okay, hit start. 11.4. So you can see, there we go, 11.3. So as you can see, we're getting power all the way down to the starter. So that indicates that our starter is bad because our starter is not doing anything. There could be many problems. Just mainly, the most common problem with starters on four-wheelers.
Show them where you hit.
Yeah. So down here, I'll try and show you. Let it focus. There it is. So the starter is the cylinder thing right here. I'll try and point, and there's the lead. You can see the grommet that goes over with the bolt. But that's where I hooked the DVOM up. And the main thing that goes wrong with these starters is inside the starter they have brushes, and those get a lot of carbon buildup on them, and then it doesn't allow it to complete or let any electricity flow, making it short out and not crank the motor. So what you can do is you can tear it apart and rebuild it and clean the brushes, or I just ordered a new one since new ones are only 60 bucks on Amazon. So right here we have a brand new starter that I'll be throwing on it. But the nice thing about this four-wheeler here is it has pull start on it. So I was pull starting it, it wasn't firing up. But I mean, it was free. And I look in the gas tank, it's completely empty. So maybe he drained the gas out of the gas tank when the four-wheeler stopped working. That's my guess at least. But it was bone dry, and so put some gas in it, and check this out. One pole, are you kidding me? But yeah, $1,000 four-wheeler right here. It's a 2004 Honda 4-track Rancher 400 AT. Really long name, but that's what the owner's manual says. Let's see if it shifts gears and everything. What the heck? Too good to be true. So now that we diagnosed our problem as being something as simple as a starter, let's throw the new starter on. So let me set you up somewhere and you can watch a little time lapse of me working. So I just finished removing the airbox, it's laying right there. So we got this huge empty space, and as you can see, our starter is sitting nice and pretty right there. So now it's really easy to get out. It'd probably be easier if you remove the carb, but the carb's a lot more work to get off, and I think I'm gonna be more than capable of getting the starter off how it is right now. So what we had to do was, right here on the front side, you got where your carb hooks up, you're gonna have to loosen this clamp. It's pretty easy to get to if you remove this side panel, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. But then you have a little port here, which needle nose pliers work really well on, and it's just a little butterfly wing thing right there. My camera focuses right there. And then this tube connects to this port right here. There's a big grommet that also goes there. If you want to pop out the grommets from the inside, it makes it a lot easier. And then on the back side, you had one more hookup, which it was just easy for me since you can access it pretty easily from the rear. I left this hose on, and I just loosened the clamp right there, which you can access from right down in here. And so yeah, with this panel side piece off, all it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that was a bolt of these black little clips right here. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Anybody should be able to do this, and it shouldn't give you too much of a hassle. But yeah, now let's get this starter detached. So what the new starter has is 2 bolts right there on top. That's all it is. And then you can pull your starter out. So let's do that. I forgot to mention, before we take the starter out, disconnect your battery on the negative terminal for when you remove this and install the new one. So yeah, just remove that right there and you'll be set to go. So I'll see you guys when I get mine off. Okay guys, so I got the old one out right there. Oh, my phone's about to fall. And then here's the new one that I'm about to slide in. So this is what it kind of looks like down there. I don't know if you see, but there's where it came out of the hole right there. And then there are your 2 mounting points for the starter. And then that's your hardware right here, these 2 bolts. Your new starter should come with a new bolt on it, so the old bolts are right there for that. But once I got these 2 screws out on the 2 flanges, the pull the starter out, I found it easiest to remove the cover plate on the side here, which was just a simple size 5 of these Allen keys, or I guess the ones that I could easy access I did with the Milwaukee. And then there's one right over here on the side that I had to use this for. But yeah, and then you can get in from right here, and I put a little flathead on it, and I just hit it out with a hammer. I was tapping the starter with the flathead with the hammer. And it came out with no problems. So yeah, let's move on to throwing in that new one. We got the new starter installed, and then don't forget to attach your cable so it works. Over here I got the key turned on, and let's see if it works. I really hope it does. Heck yeah. All it was a simple $60 starter to this $1,000 four-wheeler. Okay, that makes me really happy. Heck yeah, let's go. I have a clip of me pull starting it earlier before I put the new starter in, the day before the starter came in, because this is tomorrow now. And I don't know where I threw that clip in, but I'm guessing you've already seen it, so you know this thing ran. And man, let me tell you, when you get to these bigger motors, like these 400cc's and up, the pull start them gets kind of hard, because when it's on top dead center, it is yanking my arm. I'm like, I'll be pulling it like this, and then right when it hits top dead, I'm like, oh, yep, got me there. But yeah, new starter's all it did. Let's try it again. Yep, look at that. What the heck? If you know how to work on stuff, guys, you can save yourself a lot of money. That's all I'm saying. I did a time lapse of me taking this thing apart, so I'm gonna give you guys another time lapse of me throwing it all back together, because why not? So I ended up not doing the time lapse at the end because it wasn't very eventful, and I was blocking it the whole time, so you weren't even seeing me really work on the four-wheeler. You just see me block the camera since I wasn't able to really position it that far away from the four-wheeler. So I'm not putting that in, but we got the new starter on the four-wheeler. All the issues now with this four-wheeler are fixed. So, what do you want to see next to it? You want to see me paint the rims black? Buy aftermarket rims? I don't know. Up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a like, and definitely subscribe to see more cool videos. I got all the other four-wheelers sitting right here, along with outside right over there we got the boat and we got the Mustang. So stay tuned for what other videos I got coming out, and I think here soon we're gonna take the Honda out and the yellow and red Polaris, and we're gonna race them. So stay tuned for that for sure. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Mint. Stinking mint.